Ghanaian students from Ukraine arrive at the Kotoka International Airport in Accra to meet their families. The students fled Ukraine at the start of the war to avoid being injured or killed. Their families say they are happy to welcome them back.
Extremely happy. Extremely happy. We are grateful to God for bringing them. We thank the government for bringing them. And as a parent, and I'm very sure any other parent who came to meet his or her ward share the same sentiment with me. We are very happy that they are here with us.
But the journey out of Ukraine, the students say, was traumatic. In the city of Chinifsi, the leadership of the National Union of Ghana Students, NUGS, mobilized 24 Ghanaians and 13 other African nationals on a bus and headed to the Romanian border. Samuel Jemeke, a fourth-year medical student and NUGS vice president, says the sound of bombs and visible smokes from neighboring cities was the trigger for them to flee.
We had a bombing, which is a city which is 2 hours away from my city, Ivano-Frankivsk. So we just made that decision that we're going to leave whatever it takes. So we did the necessary clearing from the school, and then we went to organize the bus. And we were ready to pay any amount the bus was going to charge us. So we just got on board, and then we gathered the people, and then we set off.
At the Ukrainian border, they say there was heavy vehicular and human traffic. They had to abandon their bus and walk through the cold and dark for several hours. Jemeke says it took his team about 15 hours to cross the Ukrainian border amid competition with the locals, children and mothers for space to exit.
They were very harsh there, very harsh. I actually thought some of them were racist because they'll point at me and some of my friends, the blacks, that go back, you go back. That's the only English they can speak. You go back. Meaning don't come near the gates, else it's going to push you. And some of my friends were actually, I wouldn't say molested, but they will pull you like this. Like maybe you've reached the gates, the tip of the gate, he's standing there. He can't push you to go back because you are going to hurt someone. So he'll pull you and push you inside.
At the Romanian border, they were welcomed by Ghanaian communities where the government of Ghana facilitated their travel back to Ghana. According to the government, there are about 1,200 Ghanaians in Ukraine, 78% of them students. On March 1st, the government had confirmed that about half of Ghanaians in Ukraine had fled to neighboring countries. Some students are still stuck in northeastern Ukraine in the city of Sumy, which was attacked before they could flee. Sandwiched between Russian borders and war-torn cities, the students in Sumy have no route to access a safe border. In a WhatsApp chat with the public relations officer of the National Union of Ghana Students in Sumy, Benjamin Boateng said, "Right now, there is no power and no water here. We are fighting for our lives." He pleaded for the government to intervene and said they needed evacuation measures to get to them to any country, Russia, Hungary, anywhere, he said. Parents in Accra want the government to act fast.
From what we have heard right now, there seems to be food shortage. I mean, it looks like food is getting short in the markets in Sumy. So it's becoming something which is looking not so good. So my only plea to the government is to liaise with NUGS Sumy to see how best they can get these supplies to the students whilst intensifying their arrangements with the Russian government, at least for them to go into Russia.
In a meeting with parents, the government has assured families of people stuck in Ukraine that they will employ every diplomatic means to bring everyone to safety. Sana Anutod for VOA News, Accra, Ghana.